Hello students, welcome to all of you. I am Professor Bhumi Patel from LG Institute of Engineering and Technologies. In today's PPS lectures, we cover the next unit, that is Unit 2, Fundamentals of C Language. Hello students, welcome to all of you. Today we start with the same structure of C program with example. Let us try the recall of structure of C program we are discussing in previous lecture. The first is the documentation section, means what we have to write the set of commands. That is nothing but the introduction about our program, that is implemented by whom, how many times, how many memory it requires, something like that we are writing in a first part, in a command. Second is what? Link with our library, that is inbuilt functions that is provided with the C library that we are using in our program using link section. Third is a definition section in which we can write symbolic constant. Example we are given, that is for a pi. Next is a global declaration section. That means if you want to global declaration of any variable, then you can write in this section. If you want local declaration, then you have to declare in main function section. Clear? Now this is very most important for our program. At this place our program is start to execute. With these curly brackets, this indicates the start of our program and this indicates stop of our program. So this is nothing but the very most part for the C program, in which we are writing first declaration of variable and then all the calculations, that is executable part. And last is a user defined function. User can create its own functions by using this section. How it is implemented we can write in our unit number 6. So this part will be, right now we are not using. We are writing program up to this. Yeah. Now how we are writing program? So let's start with example. Write a program to print hello. To print hello. So whenever we are implementing this program, on our output the hello word will be displayed. That is our title. How it is executed now, concentrate here. This is our first practical. So first is a documentation section. That is nothing but the introduction about program. So here we are using which category? First, single line comment. You can write multiple line also. So in a single line we are writing, this is hello world program. This is what? Comment. You can write anything. This is implemented by me. This is a simple program. This is my test program. This is what? Introduction about our program. This is nothing but the title. Second is a link section, that is compulsory. Start with hash sign. No space. Directly write down include, then stdio.h. Second is hash include conio.h. This two part is our link section. This is what? Our link section. This is our first section, that is documentation. Now what is the meaning of this line? The link section link with library. Now the library means here is a header file. So the extension .h indicate it is a header file. Suppose I am writing .doc. Suppose I am writing .doc. That indicates what? It is a Word file. Suppose I am writing .ppt. That indicates what? It is a PowerPoint. Clear? So here .h indicates it is a header file, and header file is nothing but our system library, our C language library. Clear? This is the name of that library. library. First is a full form is Standard Input Output Header File. The full form of STD is Standard Input Output Header File. STDIO. That is nothing but the full form of stdio.h. Second is a conio.h. Full form is Console Input Output Header File. .h indicates it is again a header file. So CONIO. That is a conio.h header files. Now why we are writing this line? Because so many functions are available in this library, in this header file. The example is printf that we want, because here we want to print something. So printf function is used. So this function is already available that we can use directly using this header file. Suppose we want to rough the previous output, then the function is there, that is CLR SCR. Full form is Clear Screen. This is available with the second library, that is conio.h. So many functions that are already available that we can use in our program using link section. Third is a definition section. The definition section is nothing but the symbolic constant. Here to print hello we need any constant? No any constants is required in our title to print hello. So this will be skipped. Now goes on a fourth part. Global declaration section. You need any global variables? No. So directly jump onto this part, that is main function section. So the main is start with void main. Start and stop. Always the bracket start and stop. This indicates our program is start and here our program is completed. Now in this part we have to write two, declaration and executable part. Here we are not using any input value ABC. Variable is needed. We have to input something in our program? No. So the declaration part is not there because no any variable is there. So directly jump onto the executable part, that is nothing but the print, that is printf hello. So whichever we are writing in this double inverted, that value will be displayed on our screen. Suppose here I am writing my name Bhumi, then the Bhumi will be displayed. Suppose here you are writing your address, your mobile number, then that value will be printed on our output screen. And last is a getch. Now why we are writing this getch always before the end of program? So the getch function is used to display our output on a output screen. If you are not writing this, then this value will be printed but not displayed on our output. Clear? So always the program end with getch and then curly bracket with and sign. Clear? So whenever we are executing this program, output is what? First you have to write this code. This code you have to write in a Turbo C software. In a TC software, you have to write in a blue screen, that is our editor. This code you have to type. After that you have to press Alt F9. You have to press Alt F9. That is called compile. Compile means check the error. Suppose here you are missing semicolon, then this is the wrong. Why? Because each and every steps of declaration part and executable part must be end with semicolon and you are missed here. So there is one error in our program. That will be checked by the compiler using this Alt F9. So after that you are correct semicolon. Now again check when in a compilation there is no errors, means error is 0, then you have to press Control F9, that is run the program, execute the program. And when you are run the program, on your black screen the output is displayed, that is hello, that is this hello. Clear? So this is first program that you have to try for a first practical. Second, we are discussing for addition of two numbers. Clear? Second example is write a program to add two numbers. Now how we can write this? Now the documentation section is not compulsory section. You can skip this section. If you want, then add with a comment line. Here we are not using any comment line. We are not needed documentation section. So we skip. If you want, then write with double slash or you can write with slash star. Clear? Now, the second section is compulsory and that is our has include. So we are start with this link section, that is has include stdio.h. Second header file always needed, has include conio.h. The structure is fixed. You have to recall that structure. Always start with has sign, include stdio.h. Second is has include conio.h. Third is definition section. Here no any symbolic constant is there. So skip this. Again no global variables is needed. So skip this. Directly jump onto the void main part. So the next is void main. Now we are writing algorithm to add two numbers. That is what? Input two values. So here the value two number can be integer, that is 3, 4, 5. This is called integer value. If you want 3.4, 9.5, then this is called float value. So you can choose any kind of data as an input. Right now we are using only the whole number, not a decimal value. So for whole number we use integer kind of data. So here we write the data type, that is int, stands for integer. How many numbers you want? 2. So here writing a comma b. This is my input and the output will be generated, that is stored in another variable, that is c. These are input and this is output. After that we are writing clear screen. This is for what? To rub the previous output. If we are not writing this statement, then our first practical output is hello. That will be there in our output, and then after hello the second output is there. So to rub the previous output on our output screen, we are using clear screen function. Now you have to input these two values. For that you have to write printf enter a comma b. What printf doing? Whatever we are writing in a double inverted will be display on our output. So the line is display enter a comma b. Now to input value, another function we are using, that is scanf function. It is our input function. In a scanf we have to write %d for a integer. Suppose you are using float, then you have to write %f. Clear? For integer we are writing %d. How many times? 2 values. So it is write down 2 times. Then AND A and B. This is what our input. After input we are finding calculation, that is A plus B. and then printf, that is our output, C equals, or we can say that addition equals %d comma C, and last is get ch. This is a program for finding addition of two numbers. Now what is the output of this program? How it is executed? So we have to write first the coding in a blue screen, that is our editor. Then after press Alt F9. If there is no error, means error is 0, then press Ctrl F9. That run our program and our black screen, output screen will be appeared. In output screen, first the message is printed, that is enter A comma B. Here the cursor is there, you have to input two values. Suppose I am input 5 and 10. 5, then press enter, and second value, that is 10. So here A has a 5 value, B has a 10 value. 5 and 10. So 5 plus 10, that is 15, will be stored in a C, and that value will be printed here, because here I am writing C, and C is a category integer. So here the value of C will be displayed, and the printf means double inverted here. So the answer is printed addition equals, not %d, here value is put integer value of C, that is 15. This is the output of first program. In a practical session also we can learn about these programs. If you have any query, then you are feel free to contact me. Thank you so much for listening this video.